We all turn off the fan. We all turn off the fan.
Should we turn off the fan?
Should we turn off the fan, mate?
Turn it off, mate.
So I wrote this script because I kind of just wanted to write something about actors. The reality of what we do is just so weird sometimes, and I just thought that was really interesting, and I was kind of intrigued by the idea of how much of acting is pretending and how much of it is bringing yourself to very real places and projecting that onto somebody else.
Ryan always sounds excited, but I could tell that this was something that was really important to him. We called Ryan back and I told him what I thought, and he was like, great, so Allison, you're gonna direct it, blah, blah, and I just kind of remember being like, huh? And he was like, yeah, like it'd be really cool if you could direct this. And I didn't really show it, but I was very emotional about it.
I've said this before and I'll keep saying it again. I love working with Ryan. There's a trust between us. We've worked with each other for a long time now. I've worked with him longer than I think anyone. I know when he has an idea that he's passionate about it, and when I have something, he listens to me. So is this vice versa.
I just really saw the potential in the script to go places. And so saying yes to it was easy. The hard part was everything that came after.
We had to build it was a 6-7 year relationship, not only build a happy relationship, but then build the demise of the relationship.
Honestly, I don't think we were ready for how many girls submitted for Sarah's role. I mean, we had over 1,300 submissions. We needed to see both sides of Sarah. We needed to know that she could be someone in the past and in the present and still be the same person. And I remember we finished Christina's tape and I looked at Chad and I said, she's my Sarah.
It was just like a piece of material that I was super interested in. I remember I just sat in my backyard and I just like sobbed. It just like really, really, really moved me so much. And I was like, gosh, I'm so excited to do this.
The film's called Chemistry. I think her and I have a very natural chemistry. In those scenes, I really was just like trying to keep up because I'm literally just like, all right, she's in this. Like, I gotta be in this, you know? We'd only met each other once in person before we actually started filming. So I was definitely nervous.
I'm really proud of what we did with what we had. We wanted to tell this story and we were gonna make it happen no matter what.
Because we had such a short amount of time, I really just had to be present. I really just had to do it. We shot their whole happy relationship first, and then the breakup, and then the audition.
There is flashbacks in this, you know, we're present day, then we go to past. When we were doing present day, the camera was just literally there present. We let the actors just live in the frame. When we shot anything in the past during the relationship, it was mainly handheld.
There was a lot of like the blocking, the choreography was like, there was a lot of movement going on. And that was so fun to do.
They're both equally passionate about what they're talking about, and so you don't really pick a side. You're kind of just watching this thing unfold. We didn't necessarily want it to be like all the guys are going to agree with the guy and all the girls are going to agree with the girl and like whatever. It was like, oh, these are two people think very differently, but they're both justified in what they're thinking.
They kept each other so lighthearted that it was easy to get to the dark stuff when the camera came on. It was really fun to just kind of hop in on their chemistry and build from that.
It's so dialogue driven that I was very excited to not have to rely on special effects, sci-fi, you know, horror, the scare factors. Like, you know what? Let's go back to its roots of storytelling.
I'm not thinking of it as, okay, how would Christina play this character? It's how would Christina play Sarah and how would Sarah play this other person on top of it? So it's just sort of kind of like taking all of that into account.
You know, when I wrote it, I set out to write something about actors, but I really wanted to make a universal story, and I think that's what we made. Minus the whole actor thing, I really think what this movie is about dreams, and it's about love. Whoever you are, whatever you do, you have dreams and you feel love. Chasing your dreams is not easy. You know, dealing with love is not easy. And I think that the Wyatt and Sarah story represents a lot of different people. It's a story of growing up, I think.
I think it's just such a painfully real story. They're funny, sweet, light moments, but it's also sort of wrapped in just this like, just very like viscerally powerful script.
It's not your typical happy ending, everything works out. It's life. It's very real, it's very raw.
You know, we're just kids, but it's really nice to be able to not feel so, oh, are we gonna be able to do this? Can we make this happen? It was like we just did. I don't think I'll ever, no matter how many projects I make or how big they become, I'll never forget this one because this was my first one. I'm grateful, and I hope you enjoy chemistry as much as we did.
Aww.
I'm sweaty. I love you lots, kid.
Me too.